Just be quiet now.
We haven't got a bell.
Shh. Right, well, as it all comes to the worst part of the day, it's the speeches. So, here we go. Hooray? I am going to do the thank yous at the end of this one, but I just want to start with by thanking everyone for coming. It means the absolute world to us, and it's a pleasure having you all here. So, round of applause for you all for that. Don't remember writing this.
That's great way to start.
ChatGPT.
That's why you don't do drugs yet.
You've already spoken about this. Really? Yeah. So, yes. To begin. We met. Shh. Okay. To begin with, me and Sarah, we met each other on Tinder. It is exactly where we started to kindle. So much, we decided to meet up for a coffee in Spoons in Biddulph, which she's already mentioned, but she was very nervous on the day, weren't you, that day? But in an attractive kind of way. Apparently, she'd not really been on a date ever before. Oh, yeah, question. We've got questions.
Open the floor.
Just beat me to it. Yeah, come on, give me a round. Better than me. Yeah. As she's already mentioned, we devoured the coffee machine that day. I took at least 7 trips to that machine, and I needed a piss all day. That's it. Exactly. It's a wonder we actually spoke about it before we were drinking that much coffee. It went great though. We had a real laugh, and it felt we felt really comfortable around each other, which is a good start. At the end, I walked her to her car and gave her a kiss on the cheek. She told me she was buzzing all day, forever at work after that point. She couldn't get any work done at all that day, apparently. Oh, she won't. Hey. Hello! You okay? You coming up? Oh, I've got to hold you as well. Do you want to eat? No, don't blame me. Right, where was I? Oh, disgusting. Starbucks? We never went to Starbucks, did we? I won't go into too much detail on date 2, but it was pretty awesome. Not that. Well, no. No, what that? Yeah. And as Toby's mentioned, I found it hilarious that she would not give me her real address due to concerns about being kidnapped. You never know who's out there, I suppose, do you know? Moving on to the next point. I've skipped ahead a little bit here, but to Greece last year. We went to Greece, my second ever time abroad, I believe. First time was with you, James, in Spain. We went to Benidorm. It's not in it, but shall I mention it?
No, you don't. No. What happens in Benny? Stays in Benny. Apart from this one.
Yeah. So we got absolutely hammered in Benidorm on a golfing trip. And yeah, we got really hammered. We were shouting at each other all night. No, well, it's all right. We'll get to Sarah in a minute. And we got plastered, didn't we? Like, I know you say plastered.
Don't worry, he's bringing me up. Plastered's an understatement.
Oh. But I won't go into too much about that. I'll let James talk about it in a bit in his own place. Anyway, in Greece, back to Greece. Wow, that was a lovely holiday. And half a drink. Oh, that was it. I didn't drink for half a month prior to that, and I still had a fat belly. So, yeah, it doesn't work, guys. It doesn't work, just so you know. Sarah helped me replace my complete wardrobe with holiday clothes. She bought me some lovely shorts to go swimming in. have to put you down because you're killing me. Oh. No, they didn't last very long at all.
If anybody does know and wants to see the video, I have got video.
It's on Facebook.
Yeah.
I even waited till my birthday to wear them. Yeah. Anyway, I'm floating about in the middle of the sea, minding my own business, and all of a sudden, I feel like I'm wearing a skirt. Not that I would know what that feels like. Anyway, swimming along, and I thought I must have had a past life as a lady or something. Anyway, so I come out of the water, trying to hide my bits, and guess what? She's recording it. Recording it all. I'm telling her to off the camera as quick as you possibly can. And she's just not listening. I genuinely think she's recording this like, oh, we're on a nice family holiday, but no, she's not recording it like that at all. So yeah, it turns out it was all a plan, and it was dissolvable shorts that she bought me for my birthday. They were 30 quid. 30 quid, and that's exactly what I moaned at her. I was more bothered about how much they cost. I can get a decent pair of Nikes for less than that.
Nobody wanted to see.
Was that why you called down the drink?
Anyway, that didn't stop me from surprising her that. Oh yeah, there'd have been nice and big. Anyway, that didn't stop me from surprising her that night. It was a majestic sunset in a mountain village. Sarah was trying to record this lovely sunset, but sadly we completely missed it as I took her phone off her, got down on one knee and asked the question. We have actually got a recording of it as well.
Did you replace your shorts by this point?
Oh, she bought me a spare pair.
What's the question? Did you buy them shorts?
Should have been, shouldn't it? But yeah, no, I proposed on my birthday, and then the journey sort of began again from there, didn't it? Yeah, it's my birthday today. We're not playing Guess the Age.
31.
31.
Dirty John.
31.
Anyway, moving forward a bit forward into the future. We had to go and declare the marriage to the council offices, as you do, which I never even knew was a process. And she had me on edge for the entire journey. They, of course, asked you a series of questions to ensure the marriage is legitimate. Sarah was saying a couple of things that I needed to prepare for. What are they going to ask me, Sarah? Well, they'll ask you my favourite eye colour. They'll ask you my eye colour. Where I've got any personal tattoos. Our favourite, most common sex position. And I'm absolutely breaking at this point because I thought that was real. I'm not kidding. I think what happened, we got there and did you tell her? Oh no, I went back in after, didn't I? Saying, where was all them questions? And yeah, she caught me off guard, but that's Sarah, she's a wind-up merchant and I wouldn't have her any other way. But no, aside from that, you know, she's an absolute gem of a person. I love you to bits and I want to spend the rest of my days with you. I want everyone to give Sarah a round of applause. She's done the majority of the things you can see on the table. She's been prepping them for absolute months. It's been stressful, hasn't it? There's been some stressful points of it all. Doing it all themselves.
She's been shouting at people.
Oh, she's been shouting at people. Yeah, it's been a journey.
Mainly at you.
Yeah, mainly at me. But yeah, I said I'll cover most of the wedding. Don't you worry. Thinking I'd get something back every few months. I think she owes me about 20 quid for the wedding, and that's about it. So that really caught me off guard. But no, I've got a few other people to thank as well. Just before I do, I just want to mention, those who don't know, me and Sarah, we've got a brother and a sister who aren't with us here now, but they're here with us in spirit, and that's Mark and that's Ian. Yeah. And
I'm in the spirit.
yeah, you're not here. You know, if it wasn't for them two today, we wouldn't be the people we are here today, and we've got a lot to thank them for as well. So I'd like a round of applause for them as well, please.
A toast to them.
A toast. All right. Can we have a toast to them instead, please? There we go.
Mark and Ian.
I'm sorry, Will. Are you ready to join?
Oh, it's okay. You can have some of mine.
Here we go, top him up.
But no, I want to thank everyone today. Mum, thank you for being the most wonderful mum in the world. Dad, I don't really need to say much, do I? You've been fantastic. Yeah, James, you've done a fantastic job as best man. All the kids, Eloise, you've been brilliant today. Katie, you've been fantastic. Wouldn't have you do it. Toby, you've been brilliant as well. Don't worry. My mum has specifically asked me to say that Toby was really, really good with us last night. He don't always stay over at anyone's house, but me and my dad were there annoying each other, and Toby was there helping my mum out. So, yeah, he's been fantastic. All the groomsmen, fantastic job. All my mates as well, you know who you are. You're all here. Thank you for coming. And David, thanks to you for bringing Sarah into this world. You've done a good job there. Big clap, please. Come on. And that is it. Thank you very much. I now pass the baton on to my dad.
Go on, Pete. Go on, Pete.
Oh.
Right. Are you all having a good time?
Yeah!
As a rule, the father of the groom doesn't usually do a speech. No, they don't. But I thought I'd do one. And for any of you who don't know me, I'm Pete, who's Will's dad. And Will is like the older version of me. In looks. I'd like to thank everybody who's come today, especially family who've come from a long distance to be here today on this happy occasion.
Yeah.
I think they've done really well to get here, especially the people from Hereford and Wales.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah. And you've got to admit what a brilliant place this is. Beautiful setting. The food was absolutely superb as well. Absolutely lovely. Me and Gay tried to raise our second son as the perfect gentleman. But I honestly believe that Sarah has landed quite a catch.
Whoa, calm down.
But you know who's even luckier? Who's even luckier? It's Will. Because he's married a clever and wonderful girl. And doesn't she look fantastic? We can sort the fee out after. As well as Sarah, I would like to welcome Katie, Eloise, Toby and Bria into the Forster family. Even though you've been part of it for a good while now. Anyway, that's enough for me because I don't do long speeches. I would like to all of you to stand and raise a glass for the happy couple. And may they always be happy campers. All the best for the future. And the meat pies have arrived. Where is she? Katie, it's your go.
compared to everyone else's. Half-arse effort. What? Pocket.
What's your language with kids?
Some language in here. You're going to enjoy this one. Oh, nervous. Right, here we go again. Hi everyone, for those who don't know me, I'm Katie, Sarah's eldest and favourite daughter. Well, not anymore, Bria's overtook that. It's amazing for us all to be gathered to honour something so truly wonderful that it has to be celebrated. But yeah, I am talking about the free wine, not this. Now before I start, I must say how gorgeous my mum looks today. The dress, the hair and the makeup are all perfect, just like your kids. I haven't been the most appreciative teenager, but you have been there for me through thick and thin. And now that I'm older, I hope you know that I will forever be there for you and Will also. Shut up. You are the most selfless, loving and caring person I know. And I can only aspire to be half the woman you are one day. You've not been given the easiest ride with love, but through that you have shown your kids how to be strong and independent, which are two of the most important qualities you could have ever given us. You deserve the kind of love that makes you smile when you want to cry, and also the kind that still fills you with butterflies years down the line, and I'm over the moon to be able to say that you've found the person who makes you feel that way. Will, you swept both Mum and us kids off our feet with your kind heart, welcoming personality and your awful dad jokes. And I really don't know how you managed to have a whole collection of them before you even became a dad. Since we first met, you have treated us like one of your own. Taking on 3 kids that are not your responsibility must be one of the hardest jobs you've had, but you are absolutely smashing it. From football games to dance competitions, you support us in every way possible. So on behalf of me, Eloise and Toby, we are very grateful and will always reciprocate the love and care you give us. You really are the biggest blessing this family has ever received. Thank you for showing my mum what it is like to be surrounded by unconditional love, because she deserves it. I really never thought my mum would find somebody as crazy as her until she met you. You two have the craziest adventures and I can't wait to hear the many more memories to come, whether that's brownies that make you pass out or getting or getting a little too frisky on a public bridge.
Can I just say something about that bridge?
Yeah, you do that. I won't be.
We want to hear about the bridge!
Give me one.
Hear about the bridge!
Grab a drink now.
You walk past! Tell us about the bridge! You walk past!
Something a little bit on the naughty side happened on the bridge on a very wet day. Not because of the rainy wet day. But yeah, it was all a little bit short-lived. I went into work the next day and I was telling all my 12-hour mates about it. And an old couple bumped into us and they saw us doing something. And they awkwardly turned the other way quickly and ran onto the canal with the dog.
It sounds a lot worse than what it actually could be.
She just had dirty knees. It's fine.
But I spoke to Reece at work the next day, and he said his grandparents were walking a dog in that location.
Just sit down that way.
Well, we'll never know if it was true then or not, but let's hope not. Thank you, Katie, that's brilliant. Oh, come be a dad.
Watching your two's love blossom has been nothing but heartwarming and has proven that you can find true love at any age and that it's certainly worth the wait. Will really is the calm after the storm for both my mum and us kids. So if you would all like to raise a glass for the new Mr. and Mrs. Foreskin. Here's the second time lucky, Mum.
Cheers, Katie, that was fantastic. Cheers, everyone. A round of applause for Katie, please.
Fucking hell.
Right, and last but not least,
Thankfully.
best of luck, the man he made, the man I am today.
Oh, yeah. I know. I'm going to have to get through it pretty quick, yeah.
We've got 17 pages.
We have got a Bible on this one. Right, so probably need to mention it's the groom's birthday again. Happy birthday, Will.
Hey!
Yeah. Yeah. Well played, mate. That's so you don't forget your anniversary, innit?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Growing up with Will has certainly been an experience from his days as a baby, where he nearly choked on a puzzle piece.
You did?
He did. Ah, he was puzzle, mate. Yeah, potato. He was hungry then, yeah. And it's not changed since. Yeah. He clearly thought it was food anyway. He's got a knack of putting things in his mouth that don't belong. I'd ask Sarah on that one. What pie? Even as a kid, he randomly disappeared off to other tables and families at restaurants, randomly just inviting himself on, where he would end up getting fed, actually.
I've not done that today,
I did see some food get brought over to you, yeah. Okay. Later on in life, he was introduced to beer. I won't mention what age for legal reasons. My dad will know what this means. We've had some wonderful and crazy adventures. I think the best place to start is probably when the hedge told you to have a punch up with the tree.
Oh.
Yes.
That was as bad as the lamp. Attractive.
I think the tree won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a lamp as a girlfriend and the tractor cheated on me with it.
Then the hedge said that you need to beat the tree up. So. Yeah. Okay. Then we have the neck nomination.
Oh no.
Right, yeah, so the challenge, yeah. Now, from the stories I've heard, and his reaction right there was a pint of whiskey that got downed in a rather quick period of time.
Was that your fault?
Some bad things happened. My first introduction to this story, a few days later, was Mum said, your brother's done something really bad. I was like, well, he's the golden boy, so this must be pretty interesting. So, it wasn't going to disappoint from here on in. So, later on that night, and just to set the story, when you go up our stairs, there's a door right in front of you. That's the bathroom. The door on the left is my bedroom, which became his. The door on the right is my mum and dad's bedroom. The door straight on didn't get used this night. He went to the toilet to the right. He took a right turn, there's a TV in the corner, and that's where the urinal became for that evening. To wake me dad up, I won't use the language, but my dad was like, what on earth are you doing there, son? To which replied, a little bit of a scuffle, and some wee going all over the place, and some argy-bargy.
I'm telling him, get out of the toilet.
He is indeed. So yeah, I do believe a new TV and some carpet cleaning was in order after this.
I woke up and I was all sick in the bed. Wait, not do that for me.
No.
Before I met you.
He did do for later in 2.5 minutes. So.
He did it well. He didn't end well, but he did it quick.
Was it your fault?
It was his fault, because it wasn't Seb's fault, it was him and Dan Robson, wasn't it? It was Dan Robson necked it. Yeah, JD, yeah. Then the landmark of the Bull's Head in Congleton. So, this one particular night we went out drinking with friends, and Will disappeared off. I'll be back in half an hour. Anyway, 10 minutes later I got a phone call. Hey up, mate. I'm stuck on a roof. What do you mean you're stuck on a roof? So I thought I'll have a walk down the street, keeping in contact with him, looking at the tops of the roofs. Carried on strolling down, keep coming. Look left, nothing on a roof. No, look round the corner. Flat roof, he's dancing. It's raining, he's half naked. He's still on the phone to me.
True.
Must stress at this point, at no point did he stop dancing. At all. Even when he was on there. I am very hot. Yes. He was very hot. And his shirt was folded perfectly on the ballard at the bottom. So, Eventually, after talking him down like some sort of negotiator working for the NYPD, we got you. Yeah. Phone call to mum and dad. Again, hey up.
I came down.
Will's done it again. Then he proceeded to have an argument with you.
Told me
Proceeding he was in the right. He did actually, yeah. And then we eventually got you back home. We did. Yeah. Okay. Can't read my own writing here.
This is the drink.
No, I improvised and just went off. I went off a little bit here. So, okay. So back in those days, we used to go out for quite a lot of drinks, didn't we? Yeah. Somebody can't handle us. There is a theme here. Yes. That's coming later, mate. Yeah. So typical Will thing. We're going home. I'm going this way.
Yeah.
Dad said, you're not going that way. He said, I'm going this way. Again, I won't use the language that was used. His way was through somebody's garden and a hedge, a very prickly hedge. I turned to you and said, I won't use the language.
What about my back?
Yeah, we shouldn't follow him because it's quite dangerous, and if he ends up in trouble, that's his fault. But you weren't taking no for an answer, so me and Seb followed you in, absolutely slashed to pieces. It was like a bush tucker trial, and at some point we ended up on someone's roof, didn't we? We did end up on a roof. Yes. I did turn up to that house when they had completed it. Yeah, they did it. Yeah, that was when they were building it. Yeah. These are many things that he does, bless, when he gets drunk. The last story I will embarrass him about, and he's a bit of a legend here, to be honest. This is the Spain trip to Benidorm. So his first trip over, we went golfing. This isn't all him. We went out, didn't we? And we went a little bit hard on the drink. I think you offended James that night quite badly. You did, yeah? He was forcing him to have, was it paella?
Yeah.
You were pretty strong on that opinion of what he should eat.
I knew it was only Benidorm.
Yeah, he's not changed.
Chips. I just wanted to try a bit of paella. It's amazing. That's all I wanted.
I had a pizza.
So we had a bit of argument about that.
Yeah, the pizza's very relevant for this story in a minute. So later on that night, we get a taxi, don't we? Spanish driver, as you'd expect. I think I was quoting Dora the Explorer quotes to him. I was trying to convince him I was Spanish. Thankfully, James at the time, Tortuga or something like that. Yeah. It was a tortoise. We tried to fix up Will with some crazy cat ladies. I nearly had a punch up with myself looking in the mirror, and then we went to bed, didn't we? Yeah, the crazy cat ladies. Anyway, later on that night, my stomach had obviously had enough beer. I was very ill, to the fact where a projectile slipped, hit the bath, carried on throwing up in the bath, and thought, I'll deal with this in the morning. Anyway, roll on in the morning. He wakes up. He was feeling just as rough, obviously to the surprise of what had left him in the bathroom. Bless him, he tried to clean it. I'd woken up at this point to hear a retching noise. I hate to say that at that point I was actually laughing in bed, even as hungover I was doing, that you were retching trying to clear that up.
I threw up in it.
You threw up cleaning up, Mike. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, and then we just left it, didn't we, for the ladies to come in and clean it.
Well done.
Yeah, we did lean it for the cleaning staff. I think I proceeded to throw it down the hallway as well later on that morning. Yeah, Anna did, yeah. Okay, so just want to give a quick word about my dad. Okay, we were moving away from the stories now on a serious note. Been an absolute legend over the past year to 18 months looking after Mum. Some will know, some won't know. Give him a round of applause. We love you. We're very proud of you. I'm sure I'm speaking for Will on this matter as well.
What?
You don't hear, did you? Just say yes. Yes. Obviously, we've got a few people who aren't here today. We mentioned brother, sister, mum. So we're going to have another round of applause for the people who aren't here today. We'll be very proud of both of you. This is a bit more organised. When I first got married, I kind of winged the speech and just stood up and said a few words and ballsed it up massively. So if it's all right with you guys, I just need to bail myself out the crap heap a little bit here. I would like to thank my beautiful wife and my kids and my mum and dad for that day. It was 2006, so it's better late than never. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for putting up with me.
She wants to go again.
She does.
She won't stay, yeah.
Lastly, I always knew Will was going to do something in his life. Even as a kid growing up, I sat him on a beanbag in front of my computer games, and he was hooked from day one. Growing up, my dad had him building computers, so naturally he's filtered into what he's doing today. You're amazing at what you do. We're all very proud of you, mate. Yeah? Round of applause for him. He is an absolute legend. There was a moment at one point where we were buying a house. This is just a drop in the ocean of his generosity. We had nowhere to live. We were going to move in with mum and dad. Unfortunately, he broke his shoulder and he let us live there rent free. Can never repay that back. I owe you for that one for eternity. Yeah. Not a good way to go with the shoulder, but we appreciate everything. I did give him a brown envelope on the day, yeah. He didn't let me down, that lad. He's taken on an entire family, which is unbelievable, really. In Sarah, Toby, Eloise and Katie. It takes a real man to take that on. Sarah, welcome to the family. He's yours now and he's your legal responsibility, so don't come back on us at all whatsoever for this. He's your problem. We love you, welcome. You look absolutely amazing today. Another round of applause for Sarah, sorry about this. Yeah. Would like to raise a glass and toast the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Forster. Very unprepared.
Oh, you can have your drink.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, everyone.
The bride and groom. Cheers. Congratulations.
Bride and groom. Well done, James.
Thank you.
Okay, so I wasn't going to do a speech. As it was mentioned earlier, today is a special day for a different reason. Will's birthday.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say you're pregnant.
So you're like singing happy birthday to Will.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear William. Happy birthday to you. Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Good luck, Pip!
Hooray! You getting that birthday cake? That's amazing.
Will says,
That's amazing.
excuse me, and Will says, all the drinks are behind the bar, but you've got to pay for them.
Go on, mate. Ciao. Yay! That's ace, that is.
That's 2 cakes we've got for the wedding.
So, yeah, thank you for coming,
You want the
everybody.
cake?
Enjoy yourself. I don't know what time it is, I've not got a foggy.
She's turned up now.
So you've got an hour just in, compose yourselves, get another drink. Evening guests are starting to arrive at 7:30. That is 10 minutes. Oh yeah, after that.
Thank you. I hate doing stuff like that.
Enjoy the rest of
I do stuff like that.
Daddy's birthday.
And I mentioned in my speech.
Yeah. I mentioned you too.
Just one big round of applause for my brother. That was a brilliant speech. So.
Pudding in a minute.
Pudding? Oh. Right, yeah, enjoy.